Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in tonight's horror movie review, this review is going to be on the 1980 horror film released by Disney. Yes, the Walt Disney Company made an actual flat-out horror movie that first premiered in 1980 and was released in 1981 the following year. But I'm just going to call this a 1980 film, so yeah. I got this movie on DVD, luckily, since it's not available anywhere on Disney Plus, so yeah, I actually got this DVD off of eBay, like, earlier this year. And I actually watched it earlier this year as well, and so, yeah. Tonight's review is going to be on the 1980 horror film from Disney, The Watcher in the Woods. The Watcher in the Woods was released in 1980 by the Walt Disney Company. And so, in this movie, legendary actress and two-time Oscar winner Bette Davis stars in this frightening and atmospheric thriller. When an American teenager joins her family in an English country house, she experiences strange and supernatural occurrences. Like Mrs. Alwood, the kindly caretaker, knows the dark secret behind the happenings and prepares for the return of a young girl who died mysteriously some 30 years earlier. And so, The Watcher in the Woods weaves a haunting, riveting tale that stays with you long after the explosive ending. And yeah, this movie stars Bette Davis, Carol Baker, David McCallum, Lynn Holly Johnson, and Kyle Richards. And yeah, and this film is directed by John Ho, whatever you want to say that last name. But yeah, so some of you guys probably never even heard of this movie until now, and I bet a lot of you guys out there have not realized that this is actually a flat-out horror movie that the Walt Disney Company actually made by Disney themselves. Yeah, I bet you a lot of guys out there never knew that this was a Disney movie, but also a horror thriller as well. Like, this is actually like the only time that the Walt Disney Company has ever done a horror movie. And I think when this movie, and I remember reading when this movie first came out, this movie just sparked a controversy when this came out, since Disney's supposed to be like a family friendly studio, even though and this was actually their first time doing something that's aiming towards the older audiences, and because of the controversy surrounding The Watcher in the Woods, this led to the Walt Disney Company found their own studio that's aimed towards a much older audiences called Touchstone Pictures. Yeah, Touchstone Pictures, which was a Walt Disney Company that was set to create movies that are aimed towards the older audiences. And for years now, Touchstone Pictures has been gone. So, but I think it kind of had an interesting, but also a very dark story on why most people have never even heard of The Watcher in the Woods. And believe it or not, guys, I actually first heard about this movie when I was watching an episode of Ted, like the Seth MacFarlane show Ted on Peacock. There was actually that Halloween episode where they actually discuss and joke about The Watcher in the Woods, and that it's actually a Disney movie. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, and of course a clip from this movie was seen in that episode, and as like they were watching it, and yeah. So I actually bought this movie on DVD since it's not on Disney Plus for an obvious reason, we know. But yeah, after watching this movie, it's honestly not really that bad of a Disney horror movie when you think about it. And yeah, because in my opinion, I thought The Watcher in the Woods was honestly not really that bad of a horror movie in my opinion. I thought it was like pretty decent for what it is, and I think it's almost like a one-time transition for Disney to make a flat-out horror movie, but also a thriller, like a supernatural horror thriller film. And it's honestly not really that bad when you think about it. And it's like, yeah, and I do get the controversy that surrounded this movie, and which explains why it's never heard of by many audiences. And at the time when audiences viewed this film, they usually thought of Disney as like a family friendly studio. But Disney has done things that are aimed towards like a much older audiences, especially like after they founded Touchstone Pictures. But what more can I say about Watcher in the Woods? I just think it's not really that bad of a film in my opinion. I think the horror aspects I thought were pretty interesting in terms of like a cheesy good film. And And I gotta say, the acting itself, I thought was good too. I thought at least the actors, they all do it. They all tried their hardest and their best. So I do give the actors credit for this film. And I gotta say, like, Bette Davis does a good job in this film, along with Carol Baker and along with the others. Yeah. And of course, the movie's rated PG, of course, like, because we know there's an obvious reason this movie's PG rated. Yeah, because this is actually like a Disney thriller film. Yeah, I know I keep saying that, but it's true. And of course, the runtime's not even that long either. The runtime's only like 83 minutes, so it's a very short movie. And yeah, and of course, this movie came out in 1980, and of course, I think this DVD was also released around the early 2000s, I think. But according to the back of the DVD here, this is a 2004 release. So I think this DVD came out in like 2004, like according to the back of the DVD here. The special features include alternate endings and the original theatrical trailers. And yeah. It also comes with a Disney Movie Rewards code here, which is outdated. And yeah. And of course, since I watched this movie like earlier this year, I didn't really review it until now. Since I think right now is a perfect time to review this film for Halloween spooky season. And yeah, and of course I also kept this video Disney themed related because I'm wearing my Hakuna Matata shirt right now. And in case some of you guys didn't notice, or some of you guys may have noticed here right next to me, this is actually a Disney Cuddles plush of a sleeping Judy Hopps from Zootopia that I actually got from from Target earlier today when I was out shopping with my mom. So I actually found this Disney Cuddles of Judy Hopps sleeping from Zootopia. Pretty cute. And yeah, because I kind of almost felt like showing it for this video and telling you guys about it along with me wearing my Lion King Hakuna Matata shirt, because honestly, this is kind of like almost like a Disney movie review, but also a horror movie to review for Halloween spooky season month. But all that aside, regardless, overall, The Watcher in the Woods it's not that bad of a film, and overall, I'm gonna give The Watcher in the Woods 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's good for what it is. I didn't really mind it. But of course, I mean, I know I keep saying of course, but my apologies. But yeah, so I do get the controversy on this movie, on how this movie like was not really liked by audiences when it came out, but you get the picture. So yeah, Watcher in the Woods. It's not a bad film. It's good. I liked it. There you have it. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on The Watcher in the Woods. Hope you guys liked it. And with that being said, thanks for watching as always. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And also make sure to like this video as well. And with that being said, until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.